I don't think it's that intimidating because, like, they're powerful, yeah, but we know many people and we're also powerful, so it's not that intimidating.
I think that they don't realize how much work the schools need. They just keep taking away, and they're wondering why education is so bad.
And when we work with PICO, it makes us more powerful. We can get more stuff done. So like all of us in here today, we all work with PICO, but from different parts of California. So it makes us more powerful, right?
One PICO principle is that power respects power. So how do we do that? One way is just in our numbers, because today and tomorrow we have over 230 youth and adults that will be in these meetings tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Jacob Cook. I am single, just to let everyone know. I'm in 10th grade at Cajon High School, sophomore. I'm a Gemini, like long walks on the beach. Single, too.
This meeting is a PICO California meeting, and then sometimes we have PICO national meetings where like we'll go to Washington, D.C. or something, and that's when like everybody from across the country goes.
It's just tiring how people just say, oh, I want this to be changed, I want this to be changed, but they just sit there and do nothing. So I decided to take a stand and do something about it.
We're the young, like we're going to take over in a while.
So was it pretty exciting to be in a hotel room?
For me it was. It was my first time, that's why.
What were you doing last night?
I braided her hair and then put that on TV. And then I went to my room, got in the shower, and went to bed. Actually, and I slept great. That bed was so comfortable. And then a different pillow. It was so great.
Me and my mom, we kind of worked on what we were going to do today and how we were going to act professionally, dress professionally. Don't seem that you have nerves, even though I am really nervous.
Yeah, it's exciting because no parents, first time, and yeah, it was a really good experience too. I've never really been in anything like this.
You think maybe you made a right decision coming here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
Everything, how the kids act, it's different than what I'm used to.
There's two places where we have meetings scheduled today. The Capitol building is where we're meeting with Senator Gloria Negrete McLeod and our Assembly people, Wilma Carter and Bill Emerson.
I've lost 10 family members and friends in the last 5 years. And in my community, violence is normal. People think violence is normal. You walk down the street, somebody gets shot, everybody is like, it's just normal to them.
My cousin, he was killed at a graduation party a week after he graduated. So, her older brother.
I was actually there that day at the party, or that night, and it was just shocking to see that, because I knew all these people for so long, and it was actually his friend that did it too. So it was just wow, I can't let this happen again. And after that, there were several shootings and killings in our city, so we just really want to stop it.
Our budget in September, has increased 600% for the last 20 years for policing, and has stayed the same for parks and recreation centers, and it has lost a lot of money for libraries.
We're organizers. We're researching what's going on, what all these kids are feeling at the same time, and there's a problem. You're at home, you don't get the respect you want. You're on the streets, you don't get it. You go to school and then you're told you're worth nothing.
I think it's fair to say that suppression has been a major tool for the last 25 years. And obviously it hasn't worked.
I used to go to Cajon High School, and I used to hear plans about after-school fights, and kids would just be getting beat up left and right every day. Almost every day I would see a fight.
We cannot arrest our way out of this problem. We have to use prevention and intervention, also jobs and education.
You don't need a lot of police and a lot of security and stuff like that. We just need to give this youth more opportunities.
And we understand that we can't go to every household and talk to these parents, because that's really where it starts, is when the upbringing, when you're growing up. But where we can start is give them incentive to push through high school. Hey, you know what, you're important. You're one person in a sea of millions, but it doesn't mean that your life is insignificant.
Some of my teachers really stressed the importance of voting and being aware of issues that affect you. And I was talking to some of them. I was like, well, how did you get involved in this? And they said through their church. And my church doesn't do anything like that. And I was thinking, maybe we should start something like that at my church, because I never expected to see so many young people here.
I honestly think the youth need to care about it first, because if we don't care about an issue that's concerning us, who's going to care? If I don't care about my future, who's going to care?
We're living this right now. This is something that's going on in my life every day.
What are you going to say that to keep on track and respect everyone's time to keep it to about 5 minutes?
Keep it short, okay? I am a politician, you know. Here's what's not going to happen. We are not going to cut $5 billion from public education this year. These are difficult times in California, and some of the decisions being contemplated are decisions which could have major consequences for public education. And it's really important that when you walk across the street to that state capitol, that you never see yourself as a visitor in that building. You own the building.
I would like to see the money spent on intervention, prevention in the elementary schools and in the middle schools.
You know, I have a little sister, and everybody has, the younger generation, it's kind of sad to see where their mind is at. It's not in a positive aspect, so it just hurts my heart to see that type of stuff. And it's usually the people that are dropping out that are doing the bad things. It just makes sense.
Let everyone know that, hey, there's something wrong, you see it, it's not the elephant in the room anymore, we're bringing it out.
It's a community thing that we have to work on. It has to be teachers, the police department, the kids, the parents, everyone working together.
You haven't been here in a while, let us guide you to help us.
My name is Mira Ramirez. I'm representing ICUC, Inland Congregations United for Change, and we're composed of 20 congregations with over 25,000 members.
We understand that you have expressed support for full funding of a comprehensive student data system. How realistic is it to get funding this year given to the current budget situation?
It's got to happen. It must happen. I'm one that believes we have to make decisions based upon data, based upon research.
We have a lot of programs, after-school programs, that don't work at all.
You guys aren't the ones in the programs, it's us.
Yeah.
And if we don't like them, then what's the point of having them?
In PICO, one of the principles that kind of helps us figure out how we're going to act is that the action is in the reaction.
I don't think that our students really know how much this will affect us. So I guess the best I can do is just spread the word.
I am big time opposed to the budget cuts that the governor will visit upon.
I heard that they're going to cut summer school programs. They need to keep those for kids who are behind in credits.
So it's not about one moment in time. It's not about 200 people coming together on one day at the Capitol. It's what's going to happen tomorrow.
I can be a shy, timid person sometimes, but I'm learning you can't be like that because they're just going to walk all over you. You have to be firm, and just, here's the agenda, this is this. That's why we're here. This is what we're going to get done.
The day the governor released his budget was the day that an independent magazine came out of, and it said of all 50 states, in terms of dollars per student, you know where we are? We're 46. 46! I mean, that's embarrassing in terms of investment in the future.
An example would be when students or kids overthrew the Chile government for a year and a half, stopped the economy entirely until their demands were met.
The governor will tell you we have a spending problem. I think we have a values problem.
I would say go with your heart and do what's right and help everyone else, because you got to put other people first sometimes.
It's just better because you're actually doing something you're actually going to look forward to, something you can be proud of.
I get emotional about this, but I never would have thought that somebody from my community will actually be doing something like this and getting recognized, so I'm just so happy about this. Oh, sorry.
I was very nervous, but I think now that I've done it, I'm ready to do it again.
Anything else that I didn't ask you that you're dying to tell me?
It's going to be on YouTube?
Yes, good.
Really?